Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, everybody. Just wanted to do a word of encouragement for you on this Monday. Thank you so much for joining and already inviting your followers and friends. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining and already releasing the hearts. I just wanted to encourage you all on this Monday. So glad to have you. Hey, Miss Dryer, good to see you. Thank you for already releasing the hearts. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. So I wanted to do a word of encouragement for you all. And I think for those of you who've been following me, I've been trying to, hi, Tamika. Hi, Janice. Welcome, everybody. I've been thinking of the word may and finding words that actually have may in it or sound like it has may in it. Something creative to be able to encourage you all through this month. But I had a conversation. Hello, Miss Johnson, DJ Johnson. Hi, Lady Danielle. I had a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and she reminded me of a prophetic word that came forth by Doug Addison about the month of May. Hello, Helen. And it was I meant to actually share it with Periscope and I forgot. So when she reminded me of the word, I was like, I'll share it with them today since we are still in the month of May. So the word that I thought about today, I actually heard it yesterday, and it was Transfor-MAY-tion. Transfor-MAY-tion. And I looked up the definition of the word transformation, and it represents a marked change as in appearance or character, usually for the better. It also means a change or an alteration, especially a radical one. And I really like the second part of that definition, especially a radical one. So then I got kind of curious, and I just wanted to think about different animals that go through transformations. And the one that we're most familiar with is the caterpillar. But I found something interesting when I was looking at these animals. And do you know it says regarding the caterpillar that their camouflaging ability helps caterpillars survive until they reach full maturity. I was like, wow, the fact that they are able to camouflage themselves allows them to be hidden so they can mature. I want some of you all to really meditate upon that, because sometimes we get frustrated, we get aggravated, we get upset with God when it feels as though no one can see us, no one can see what He's doing in our lives. But could it be that He's causing you to be camouflaged, causing it to look like you fit with your surroundings when you really don't, because He's doing something on the inside of you that no one else can see? But even while you look like, or it can appear like you look like everyone else, He's doing a work on the inside of you so you can come to a level of full maturity. Sometimes if we stood out, that would cause us to be a target that could also become a distraction for us. So in His wisdom and His grace and His love, He can sometimes make it look like we fit in, like we look like everything around us, when we really don't, because He's doing something on the inside of us. Another animal that I found that actually changes and transforms is the Arctic fox. And I never knew this until I found this article. It said about the Arctic fox that it has the ability, its ability to blend makes them nearly undetectable to potential predators. Let me read that again. The Arctic fox ability to blend makes them nearly undetectable to potential predators. So think about it. If you constantly stood out everywhere you went and didn't fit, you're easily noticed. You're an easy target. So sometimes God has a way of causing us to blend so we don't go detected by the enemy. Okay, so I just wanted to share that and know that in the month of May, many of you are experiencing a Transfor-MAY-tion, but the work isn't being done on the outside. The work is being done on the inside, especially those of you who have taken the challenge to make sure that you spend moments with God, that you set that alarm on your clock like you would do any other meeting. Call it dad time, call it father time, call it whatever you like, but make sure that you spend time with God so he can do a transformation on the inside of you. And when it's time, because think about it, with the caterpillar, when it's time for the caterpillar to come forth, when that set time comes, after the maturity has taken place, then the wings and the colors and everything that makes it beautiful is put on display. But prior to that, it has to stay hidden. So I wanted to encourage you all with that. And then I wanted to share this prophetic word that came from Doug Addison. He sent this out on May 9th. And I apologize for not sharing it with you all earlier, but I still believe this lines up with everything that I just said, and it'll still be a blessing for you. So this is what he had to say about the month of May. It says, May is going to be the start of greater victories coming for you, or coming to you. In January, God spoke to me that May will be like Psalms 20. The first 5 verses start with May. As you read it, you can add the word in at the beginning, so it will go like this. In May, the Lord will answer when I am in distress. May the name of the Lord God of Jacob protect me. And I'm already reading it as a declaration, so you'll know how to read it when you read it for the month of May. In May, God is sending me help from the sanctuary and granting me the support from Zion. In May, he remembers all my sacrifices and accepts my burnt offerings. In May, he gives me the desires of my heart and makes all my plans succeed. In May, I will shout for joy over my victories and lift up my banners in the name of God. And may the Lord grant me all my requests. So what he was saying was, for the month of May, this is a declaration that you want to make every day. I read it to you all already as a declaration. And he said that the Lord is answering your cries. He is granting you greater support and favor. He is remembering all you have done for him. He is going to give you the desires of your heart. You are going to shout for joy as the Lord grants you your request. So I just wanted to share, this with you all. Like, I already have daily declarations that I do daily, but I'm going to add this to the month of May, because when you start your day making declarations like this, it gives you such an expectation throughout the day. I mean, when you say that he's going to give me the desires of my heart and make all my plans succeed, if you're saying this every day for a full month, you go to bed expecting, you wake up expecting, every time your phone ring, every time you get an email, every time you get an instant message from Facebook, a text message, you're going to have an expectation. And I think sometimes, sadly, we can have these dreams and we can have these desires, but a lot of times what we don't have is an expectation. So I believe that if you make these decrees every day for the month of May, it can really position you and posture you in a place of expectation. And a place of expectation also puts you in a place of blessing. It puts you in a place of praise. It puts you in a place of thanksgiving. And these are the postures that many times we need to have as we're waiting for the prayers, the decrees, the declarations, and the prophecies that we know God has promised us. As we're waiting for them to come to pass, expectation is something that we need. Even though we know it can come suddenly and immediately, we still need to have an expectation that it is coming. So I just wanted to bless you all with this on today. And I also wanted to say about the word transformation. As I was preparing for this quick scope, I was so blessed as I even thought about the spiritual beauty classes that I'm teaching right now. The women are literally being transformed in how they allow God to love them, how they allow God to show them how He sees them. That is one of the greatest transformations I believe that we can have as believers, getting heaven's view of us. We've had society's view. We've had our family's view. We've had coaches and teachers and pastors and preachers. We've had everyone's opinion about us. But when are we going to sit and really allow God to speak to us so we can get His perspective? I'm telling you, that will transform your life. That is a transformation like no other. And for many of you, you can get to this place if you spend time with Him, if you really get in your word, if you have those moments of meditating on His word, what He said through His word, what He said to you in prayer, what He said to you in dreams, what He said to you through the prophetic word, what other people, godly people have spoken that lines up with the season of your life. You know, that's the stuff that we need to be meditating on. Life, society is bombarding us with so many other things, but you actually get to choose what you meditate on. And if you want a real transformation, you gotta be careful about what you meditate on, what you focus on, and what you're expecting. So I pray that this quick scope blessed you. I'm so thankful that you all joined me on today. If this is your first time, thank you so much for joining. You can learn more about me by going to my website, MaShaniAllen.com, and follow me on all social media platforms at MaShani Allen. On Facebook, it's at MaShani Allen Author. I thank you all so much for joining. I pray that this scope blessed you, and that as you make the decrees about the month of May, which are found in Psalms 20, that you really do begin to have a greater expectation and know that your God, Ephesians 3:20, He will do exceeding abundantly above all that you could ever ask, think, or even begin to imagine. You all be blessed. I'll see you Wednesday.